You're in for it now.
Thank goodness. The bandits are done for. You have saved my life.
Who are you?
My name is Elvridge. I come from town. Those lowly scum dragged me off here and were keeping me prisoner.
Lots of people are missing in town.
I don't know anything about missing people. I can only tell you what happened to me.
What exactly happened to you?
I was on my way to the rendezvous I had set up with my girl. Her name is Lucia. We'd been planning to get away to the mountains and away from the town and all those who lived there. I had just arrived at the meeting point when suddenly some of these bandits sprang out from the underbrush and captured us both. I put up a fight, of course, but to no avail. There were just too many of them. You didn't happen to see them?
What did the bandits want with you?
Sometimes I could overhear them at night. I didn't get everything, but I think they wanted to make us slaves.
Where were they going to take you?
To a place somewhere here, on the island of Corinus, but I think one can't get there without a ship. They brought me to a mooring place on the coast. Some pirates were camped out there. One of the bandits approached the pirates to negotiate. They were having a fierce argument. I think the bandit wanted the pirates to ferry him somewhere, along with me, but the pirates wouldn't have it. So the bandits withdrew. They seemed to be...
Where's the pirates' mooring place?
Not far from the harbor of Corinus. When you stand on the quay and look out to the sea, all you need to do is get a boat and go to the right along the coast. The first small bay you come across.
Pirates in Corinus?
I don't know very much about them. I first clapped eyes on one of them at the mooring place. They always stay in the background. Every single one of them is a wanted criminal in Corinus. They're afraid of the gallows. That's why you're never going to meet one of them in town.
Tell me about Lucia.
A girl from the harbor district. She used to work for that horrible Bromor. She's very pretty.
Where's Lucia now?
We parted ways at the big crossroads in front of Onar's farm. The bandits dragged Lucia off. May Innos protect her.
You should get yourself back to town in a hurry.
What else would I be doing? Will you go look for the bandits?
Well, yes, I think so.
If you find Lucia, get her safely back to town, will you?
I'll see what I can do. Nothing there. I think I've found something. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. I think I've found something.
It's a bad business.
Nobody wants to know.
Is it really true?
He simply needs to practice.
I found your buried things.
Then you should be carrying about 100 gold coins, a golden chalice, a silver dish, and an amulet, and they're all mine. Give them here.
Here's your stuff. A bag with 100 gold coins, a golden chalice, a silver dish, and an amulet.
Very good. You're lucky that you weren't dumb enough to simply take the stuff and run. Here's your share of the booty. Look, if it ain't Mr. Unreliable.
How are things?
So. Those I had expected them to have a little more guts at least. But they're just a bunch of braggarts and loudmouths, if you ask me.
What was your business with the mercenaries?
I already told you I'm looking for this but the idiots here have no idea what I'm talking about.
Who are you anyway?
That's none of your business. If I wanted to...
Will it ever change?
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
I'm not telling you anything new.
works all day, too.
Don't tell this to anyone.
That's what I've always said.
I'm staying out of it.
That's what I've always said.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Couldn't they have done that?
It's gonna get even worse.
Where'd you pick that up?
That's the truth.
He says things
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
But Adanos feared for...
About those missing people,
Yes?
let me tell you what I know. I have found out that the bandits are responsible for the disappearances here. Elvridge, Master Thorben's apprentice, told me that the bandits take the kidnapped people out of Corinus by sea. Some pirates are involved in this somehow. I haven't quite figured out their role yet. I rescued Elvridge from the bandits. The bandits dragged off a girl named Lucia.
I think you're on the right track. Just carry on.
And so he bade Enos to leave a part of his power in his realm.
Hey,
so that he might
there you are
destroy
again.
the human if the beast should return.
You wanted mushrooms.
And Enos
I've got a few murky mushrooms here.
Ah, those are the best. Well done. Here's your gold.
And here are some of the others.
These are not quite as good as murky mushrooms, but I'll take them anyway.
was a torment for Belial. All that Enos created was destroyed.
Show me your wares.
Adanos saw that this way nothing could exist at all. No light and no darkness. And so he set himself between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute, and he did not succeed. There, where Adanos stood, was a place in which Enos and Beliar had no power. And in this place,
Hey, you!
There you are again.
were equal, and so
Show me your wares.
and the sea released the land, and there arose all creatures, trees as well as animals, wolves as well as sheep. Last of all arose the human. And Adanos was pleased with what had arisen. He delighted in all the beings equal. But so great was the wrath of Beliar that he came across the land and chose a beast. And Beliar spoke to it, and the beast became his subject. And Beliar gave unto it a portion of his divine power, so that it might destroy the land. Enos beheld what Beliar had done. He also bestrode the land and chose the human. And Enos spoke to him, and the human became his subject. And Enos gave unto him a portion of his divine power, so that he might undo the work of Beliar. And Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature was washed from the face of the earth. But with it, the trees and animals.
Elvridge will work for you again from now on.
I can only hope that he won't disappear again when the next little tart waves her skirt at him. Take this gold as a reward for bringing back my apprentice.
Can you sell me some lockpicks?
If I have any left.
Hey,
Do you really believe that? You listen to the wrong people.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
I agree with you completely.
That's the first I've heard of it.
nothing to be had there.
That's the first I've heard of it.
I agree with you completely.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
That's really not my problem.
You didn't get that from me.
But Adanos feared for the day in which the
Hey, come, Lord Andres.
He had better shut up.
You don't say.
I can't take care of anything right away.
there.